Hi everyone and welcome. I'm looking forward today about talking to you about peace, because we have to have peace in our hearts and peace in our mind, and we have to, in a sense, be the symbol of peace as well, for the whole world, for everyone, not just for ourselves. And I know it's very important, to feel peaceful within yourself. But how can you feel peaceful within yourself if you don't care for others and if you don't care for nature as well? And I'm just going to, I just think peace is such a huge topic, and it's kind of, what would you say, talked about, but yet I don't see very much being done, really. And I know you're probably saying different, because I see people from all around the world gathering and having peace conferences, talks, all of that. But we have to remind each other that our world needs peace. Mankind needs peace. Nature needs peace. Our planet needs peace. Peace to live. And there's so much war going on in the world, so much murder and hate, jealousy, even in the sense of anger, in the way of, because you don't like someone else because of their differences. And it can be because of their religion as well, or where they come from, or what they do. And we're all the time looking for our freedom. But you can't have freedom without peace, and without love, and without compassion and hope. And to me, it's like peace is talked about, but it's looked over. It's like, in a sense, well, somebody else will take care of it. There's no war in my country, there's no famine in my country, or there's no fires, or there's no starvation. And or in a sense that my country hasn't been turned into a desert. But all of that is actually part of peace. If we had peace, I know we could repair our world. We could repair ourselves, our hearts and our souls, repair, and feel more joy and love. I'm standing here with my back against the wall, and you see this wall here. Any wall. You can even visualize a wall. You are the wall yourself. And I call it the wall of peace, because I think we need to symbolize peace. This wall is peace. And on the far side of this wall is hatred, anger, war, starvation, injustice, all the negative things you can think of. And this side of the wall is peace. And so many of us have peace in one sense or another, but yet there's millions of us that are the far side of the wall of peace. And we have to help the people and nature that is the far side of this wall. This is the wall of peace. We've got to go through the gate. And this is the gate here, into the other side, and bring peace. We've got to bring love and compassion and hope. We've got to reach out and help. We've got to, in a sense, because we live this side of the wall of peace, we've got to encourage our governments, people in power, and all the religions, to come together and say, this is the wall of peace. but let's go through the gate and help the rest of the world. The rest of the world that is in huge conflict. And at the moment, I guess, even on the side of peace, we are in conflict as well. But we're not the far side of the wall of peace. So in one way, I would say, when I go through this door that has been made in the wall of peace, I want to break down this wall and let peace enter. Let love and hope, let help. Let's reach out to the stranger, regardless of our own beliefs, regardless of how we feel. And I would love us to reach out and take the hand of others and not be thinking, oh, well, if I help them, if I go for peace, what will I lose? But you will lose nothing. It will help to make the whole world peaceful. Imagine a world where there is no war, no hunger, no anger, no hate, no wanting revenge, where children laugh and smile, where we're all happy, and we're all working together for the good of each other and for the good of nature. So the wall of peace, to me, is a huge symbol. It's right there. All we have to do is reach out and touch it. And then all we have to do is walk along and we see the door. We see the door in the wall of peace. That opportunity that we are being given to become more than we are, better human beings, more loving and caring, and wanting to allow our planet blossom. We all blossom. I always say, for the intertwining of the body and the soul, not caring that, oh, well, if I give this person, if I help this person here and give them this and work hard and fight for them too so that they can have it, then I lose. But I would always say to you, you don't lose. No one loses. We only gain by love. We only gain by peace, becoming one people in one sense. Coming together, discovering each other, because that's something we haven't yet fully discovered, is each other. Each other's customs and beliefs and each other, the way, someone might, weave or build, or create in so many different ways, or someone singing in a different way than maybe you would sing, or maybe someone laughing in a different way that you would laugh, or someone walking differently than you, or someone, in a sense, how would I say, having a huge amount of disabilities, but full of peace. And we're all full of peace for that one person, and making sure they're taken care of in a loving and compassionate way as another human being that has so much to give. So this wall of peace represents so much. And this door in the wall of peace is where we can go through. We can move the obstacles out of the way and sort them out one by one. All that hate and resentment, all that war, all that hunger, the drought, just so many things, our differences, our anger, us wanting revenge for the past, when the past is gone and we only have the future. So I'm just opening this door, pushing it forward, and I'm coming through into the other side where all the conflict is, where all the war is, all the hunger, all of the anger and hate. So I'm coming out here, and I have decided I am going to make out here the other part of the world peaceful. I'm going to do everything I possibly can. And I want the wall of peace knocked down so the whole world becomes peaceful, so that we live together in harmony. And I love the word harmony. Not noticing our differences. God, when you think of it, living in harmony, not noticing our difference, not having any anger or hate, no jealousy. Wow, just think about it. Wouldn't it be wonderful? The door is in the wall of peace. We have made a door. We've done that much. But it's like we're standing, just inside. We haven't walked any further. And we're ready, in a sense, to let the door close again and run back to our comfort zone. Enough of us are not speaking up for each other. We have to help those and nature who can't defend themselves, or who can't speak for themselves, or who have been trotted down, and there should be no more wars. Why are countries at war? I don't want to mention countries because you know them all yourself. Why is this happening? It's so wrong. I say that to God all the time. I just say, I don't understand. I can't figure it out. Why wars are still happening, why we're still killing each other, starving each other. Just all the things that are happening in the world. Trafficking of children and of adults. What's wrong with mankind? What's wrong with you? I'd have to ask that. What's wrong with you that we are not living in harmony with each other? What has happened to you? So please come through the door of peace and bring peace to the other part of the world. And let us knock down this wall of peace, and let us make our whole world, our whole planet, a peaceful world full of all the things that we need, and taking care of each other and of nature. What has happened to mankind? I keep saying it to God, I don't understand, because I can't figure it out. Why we are so cruel, so hateful, why one country wants the land of another, why one nation of people want to push other people out, when we're meant to be living in harmony and sharing this planet with every human being and with nature. So please, I beg you, regardless of what religion you are or what you believe, I don't care. Have love in your heart. Have compassion. Be better than who you are. And knock down this wall of peace and make our whole world a peaceful world. Remember, the door is there. It's open. We have opened it. There's lots of us calling out, and begging for the right things to be done. But at times I feel those in power are not listening, or their hands are tied and they believe, and like so many human beings believe, the material things are more important than our loved ones or the stranger or the child that's crawling out of mud, or a father that's carrying his dead child in his arms because his child has died in war or has died from hunger and thirst. So please, I have to beg you, please bring more peace into the world, more love, more compassion, more hope. And it's only mankind that can do it. Let's come together in harmony with each other. And I don't know what else to say, but I know this wall is still standing here, the wall of peace. We've only made a door in it, and the door is quite small. But we're not doing enough for nature. We are in World War III, and we don't even notice, not yet. But we have to start to notice. We have to start to bring peace. We have to protect our planet, protect those we love and the stranger. We've got to do more. So I'm just asking you, try and change your heart or your mind in the way you think. If you're thinking angrily with bitterness and hate, if you're thinking, you want to get revenge, just love. Reach out and help instead. Because I don't know what has happened to mankind. Why? There's not enough of love and compassion and hope in the world. So let's unify and come together. And I love you. Listen, I don't care whether you're the greatest killer in the world, the greatest tyrant in the world, or the greatest kind person in the world. I love you anyway. And I would reach out my hand to save you. I would give my life for yours. Because to me, you are precious. To me, I am nothing. It is all about you. It's all about mankind. You are the most important species on this planet. Just wake up. Please wake up. I love you.